Yes, I'm working on it. In my defense, I didn't even realize this could malfunction. Just give me a moment. Would you like to fix it? Didn't think so. Maybe you could keep Caligo controlled next time so he doesn't kick this again? It's strange. I would think Reparo would work on this. Perhaps it has something to do with the properties of Moonstone. Yes, finally working again. Now, can you please stop hovering over my shoulder? You're right, that was uncalled for. Well, enjoy your dinner anyway. Another problem solved. Maybe it would have been better if I just stayed back and hex him. Finished your dinner already, have you? Wait, careful. Must knock me over, you know. Already brushed and fed you. Worried about me, huh? Thanks. I'm quite alright, just thinking. Sometimes I wonder what life would have been like if I'd never come to Hogwarts. If things had remained as they were. Hey, that tickles. Did you have friends out there, Highwing? Outside of here, I mean. You know, back home I had a friend too, but ever since coming here, it seems like I hardly know her anymore. And life has changed so much. I can't help but wonder if things would have been better for everyone involved if I had simply remained at home instead of coming here last year. So much has happened, decisions I can't take back. So that's your rebuttal? I suppose I am thankful to have met you. You and Poppy and, yes, even Caligo, though he needs to behave himself sometimes. Not to mention my other friends here. It's just, perhaps if I hadn't come, then Sebastian wouldn't have... Well, never you mind. Look, you had best go play with Caligo. I'm heading up the cliffside to harvest some more Ashwinder eggs. And before you ask, no, I don't need a lift, but thank you. Off you go. Enjoy yourself. It really is strange how more keep being laid. I've certainly never caught an Ashwinder, and to think there's some just living here without my knowledge. Oh well. Perhaps I could find some more information on them in the library later. Dinner is probably beginning right about now, I should think, but I'd really rather stay here tonight.
MC? MC, are you in here?
Is that ominous?
I just had these cleaned.
Ominous? What are you doing in here?
There you are. MC, you've been acting strangely, and with you not showing up at dinner, I tried to recruit Sebastian to come with me to search for you, but he waved me off saying you were probably just out exploring the Highlands again. I didn't believe it, and it turns out I was right.
You came looking for me?
You should know I can't look for anyone.
You know what I mean.
Well, clearly I came searching for you. You have hardly been to the Great Hall to eat this week. You've come in late to our dorm each night with barely anything to say, which, for you, is rather odd. So, yes, something is up.
I'm fine. I was just here fixing up the feeder that Caligo broke, with Highwing hovering over my shoulder and...
Don't deflect. That only accounts for tonight. What about the rest of the week?
I've just had a lot on my mind is all.
Are you going to tell me what's wrong, or continue to be vague?
I could tell you what's going on. First, though, I can take your robe for you so it doesn't get all sandy and wet.
Very well, but please be careful with it.
come with me over here. I've got a nicer place we can sit.
It's been a while since I've been in here. It's rather nice, I must admit. The spray of the seawater and the sound of the waves.
It is one of my favorite spots to come when I need to think. Here we are. Take a seat.
Well, MC,
Do you think it was a mistake for me to come to Hogwarts?
mistake? MC, I don't think I follow.
I feel like I'm living two lives and failing at both. My parents had to come up with some excuse for why I was being sent away. We've decided to send him off to Oxford to make a better life for himself, was their excuse. And friends I had back home when I returned for the summer, it just wasn't the same. Lying to them about where I'd been, what I'd learned. Things were different. I was different.
So you're feeling homesick, is that it?
Well, that's part of it, but right now what's weighing on me more are the decisions I made last year. I mean, I came here not knowing anyone, starting late as a 5th year, and yet I made some amazing friends. You, Sebastian, Poppy, Natsai, and others. But you know better than most what truly happened last year, especially with Professor Fig and Sebastian, and the part I played in both of those situations.
MC, we've been over this already.
If I had never come, if I had remained living as a muggle, perhaps Professor Fig would still be alive. Perhaps Solomon, and Sebastian, and Anne.
MC, we've talked about this already. Don't you remember your words to me? About how you don't judge me for my family lineage and past mistakes? What's bringing this up now?
Of course I remember. It's just... The other day I saw firsthand the impact those decisions had on Sebastian, or still having on him. Leading up to the events in the catacomb, you pushed back. You tried to protect him, and yet I undermined you in an attempt to appease both sides, and look where it all led. If I hadn't been there, if I had never interfered, then maybe...
And that's why you've been avoiding us?
Yes, but...
So you're closing yourself off for what? In some grandiose attempt to protect others? As some means to atone?
I mean, in a sense, yes.
What rubbish. Shall I go and do the same? Shut myself away from the world because of my family name, because of mistakes I've made in the past?
No, of course not. What would Sebastian do without you? And you aren't your past mistakes.
But it's all right for you to feel that way about yourself, to punish yourself constantly for the past.
Well...
Hypocrite. Of course you made mistakes, MC. Clearly I disagreed with what happened last year, and yes, I felt betrayed. But you've already apologized, and what's done is done.
I don't know how to fix it, Ominis. Back home and here, I keep making things worse, and I keep wondering if I'd sided more with you, pushed back more, been more cautious. Maybe none of it would have happened.
You give yourself far too much credit.
Huh?
Do you truly believe everything that's happened rests on your shoulders?
I was there, Ominis. I went along with him, brought you into it, and
made your own choices, as did he, as did I. You cannot control everything, MC.
I don't want to hurt anyone else, especially not you or Sebastian.
And you think withdrawing from us will accomplish that?
Well,
If you believe abandoning Sebastian now will help, then you do not understand him. He doesn't have many people left he can truly rely on.
I just don't want to make the same mistakes again.
Then don't. But don't pretend that running away is helping.
Why is it that you stay then?
Because I make the choice to. Loyalty is important. You know that, MC. Friendship only works when both sides put in effort. And are willing to forgive.
I suppose you're right.
And, while both you and Sebastian test my patience most days, I do admittedly appreciate having you around.
You're very wise, Ominis.
Of course I am.
Humble, too.
Indeed.
Still, I'm lucky to have you as a friend.
As reckless as you can be, I do value our friendship, MC.
I appreciate you coming to find me and shake me up a bit.
Happy to be of service.
I suppose dinner is probably over by now.
It is, yes.
We could stop by the kitchens on the way back to our dormitory if you'd like. Deke has some connections down there and can get us some great food. We could even sneak it in and share it with Sebastian.
I suppose it may make up for your absences at dinner this week.
Well, let's be off then. Good night, Highwing. Try to keep the others in check, yeah? I'd rather not have to fix that feeder every other week.
MC, I don't think you ever told me how you managed to adopt that hippogriff.
It's quite the story. I can tell you and Sebastian about it before bed tonight.
Maybe over dessert.
That sounds perfect.